Breathe, letting all of your attention rest on the spine. Creating that balance in the back body between the engagement of the muscles to keep you upright, to keep the spine working well, and a sense of ease and comfort. Letting your breath get a little deeper now so that it begins deep down in the belly and moves up through the chest to the shoulders. And exhaling from the top down, letting the breath pour from the shoulders, the chest, and finally the belly. You can even accent the drawing back of the belly towards your spine at the very end of the exhale. Noticing when your attention wanders away from the moment and bringing your awareness back to the breath and back to the body. Let's take 3 more intentional, fully mindful breaths. And at the end of that third exhale, put that technique aside. Just let your natural breath come back. Just allow a moment to notice how you feel. And we'll bring our centering to close and prepare to start the rest of our practice by joining our voices in an Om. Om. Om Shanti, peace. May our practice bring us peace. So opening your eyes, if they're not already open, let's begin by sweeping the arms up into some sun breaths and exhale, bringing them down. And to heighten your connection with the breath, it's always a good idea to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. So if you find yourself losing touch with the breath, just let the exhale go with a ha. I'm looking up as I breathe in and dropping my chin to my chest as I breathe out. So beginning to warm up that neck area a little bit. So let's come into seated mountain. I'm going to lift my fingers, drop my shoulders, return my head to a neutral position. Just take a few breaths here. Let the sensation build in your arms and shoulders. Good. Breathe in, exhale, lower the arms so they're out from your shoulders, and then turn the palms down. Breathe in, turn them up. Exhale, rotate them down. And I'm going to remind you to let your attention go to the back body. Notice what's happening in your shoulder blades as you do this. So you think you're just moving your arms, but the muscles are also moving those big wings, those big shoulder blades in your back. Exhale, turn them down. Inhale, turn them up. And then touch your fingertips to your shoulders. Inhale, open wide. Stretch them out. Exhale, fingertips to shoulders. Breathing in, opening the arms. Exhale, bringing them down. Open them up. fingertips to shoulders. So letting your fingers rest on your shoulders. Let's begin to twist very gently to the right and begin to practice. Breathe to center and exhale to the left. Begin to practice keeping your chin right at the midpoint of the chest. Elbows out directly from the shoulders. Bring it back to the other side. Bring it back to the side. So I'm going to add a little challenge move here, which you can join in with or option as you choose. I'm going to breathe in and bring my left elbow down to my right knee. And then bring it up. Exhale. Elbow to knee. And exhale. Using that exhale breath through the mouth. So you can pick up the pace a little bit on this. It'll help you warm up on this chilly February morning. So the next time your left elbow comes to your right knee, just pause, relax your head, maybe lift that right elbow up a little bit higher. Bring it back to center and exhale in the opposite direction. Again, we'll pause here, neck relaxed, left elbow lifts. And breathe it in, bring it back to center, please. Open your arms wide, turn the palms down, and allow your hands to come to rest on your thighs. So let's do our 6 movements of the spine, which includes a twist. So I'm going to inhale into dog and exhale into cat. Breathing in, the chest comes forward, shoulders back, head looks up. Exhaling, rounding your spine, tucking your chin, rolling off your sit bones. Breathing in, open wide. Breathing out and twist. Let's do that a couple more times. Deep breath into dog. Let all the breath go as you come into cat. Last time, breath in and breath out. And back to center. So we're going to do the twists now, and we're going to do 3 different variations on each side. We'll begin with the one that we usually practice, stretching out the right arm. Exhale, bring that palm to your left knee, left hand to the side of the chair. Now remember that guideline. Start your twist from the bottom and come up. So lower back, middle back, upper back, and remember to keep the chin at the midpoint. And breathe. Good. So let's release that now, breathing in, coming back around. So the second version of the twist, I'm going to bring my feet over to the left side of the chair like I do for seated warrior. So the point of the chair is going to be between my thighs. And I'm going to be twisting to the right here. So stretch out your left arm. Nice, long, extended arm, fingertips to shoulders. Good. On an exhale, bring that palm to your right knee, right hand to the side of your chair, and build your twist. Lower back, middle back, upper back. Chin stays neutral in the midpoint. So I like to do these different versions of the twist because it focuses the twist in different parts of the spine. Let's take a couple more breaths here, please. Good. Breathe in. Bring yourself back around. So now I'm going to bring both feet completely over to the left side of the chair. And I'm going to, on an exhale, reach around and hold on to the back of the chair. When you reach around, don't reach up at the top of the chair. You want to hold on lower down, and that's important to keep your shoulders relaxed. So here we go. Deep breath in. Exhale, bring your arms around to the back of the chair and build your twist, lengthening as you breathe in, rotating as you breathe out, keeping a safe, soft neck. So you're probably going to feel this much lower down in your back. If anything is uncomfortable, just do one of the other twist versions. One more breath. And the next time you breathe in, release it. Come all the way around to the front. Pause for a breath or two, and then we'll do those 3 on the other side. So left arm stretches out. Palm comes to the knee, right hand to the side of the chair. So the first breath creates that length. Remember, we want to open up those vertebrae like a string of beads. Good. Lower back, middle back, upper back, shoulders relaxed, chin nice and neutral. One more breath. And then release that version of the twist. And we'll go to the second version. So facing the right front corner of the chair. Take a moment to lengthen your spine. Deep in breath. Good. Right palm comes to the left knee, left hand to your chair. Think length on the inhale. Think gentle twist on the exhale. Notice where in your back you feel this twist. Good. Breathing in. Let's release that, coming around, and then bring both feet over to the right, both feet on the right side. Again, I'm creating that length as I breathe in, and then exhaling, rotating to the right. Shoulders relaxed, chin is neutral, breath is steady. Notice where you feel the twist. Create softness. Good, and breathe it back to center. Come all the way around to the front. And we'll do the last 2 movements of the 6 movements, threading the needle. We'll start with the right arm on this side. Stretch it out, slide it along your left thigh. And again, proceeding, moving into thread the needle so that you're going at whatever level is comfortable, safe, and accessible for you today. I'm going to add an upward sweep of my left arm. Again, let your neck be soft. And breathe. So if that hand doesn't come all the way up towards the ceiling, you can just keep it at shoulder height. You'll be getting a little deeper twist that way. And let's breathe it back to center. And go to the other side. Left arm stretches out. Let yourself lengthen. Slide the arm along. And ease yourself into the pose. I'm going to add the arm sweep with my right arm. Soft neck. Good. Let's breathe it back. Take a pause. So let's open up the hips a little bit. I'm just going to bend my knee and draw the knee in towards my chest. Shoulders relaxed. And let's circle the foot. Do a few circles in one direction, then go the other way. Good. See if you can draw that knee up a little bit higher. Make sure your left foot is flat on the floor. And we'll take this into the figure 4 stretch. Crossing at whatever point is most comfortable for you. So again, you're lengthening before you begin, pressing down on the knee, up on the foot, and adding a little bit more intensity with a forward fold if you choose. Good. One more breath. And then inhale, come on up. Let's go to the other side. Remember, there's lots of options in yoga. The only thing that's not optional is that you continue to focus on your breath. So if you forget everything else, just stick with the breath. And you're 99% there. So knee is up, sitting up straight. I'm going to circle my left ankle. Stirring it up. And the other way. Great. See if you can draw that knee up a little bit higher without hoisting your shoulders up. You want those shoulders to stay nice and down. That's where they like to live. Figure 4 stretch on this side. Here we go. Sitting up tall. Pressing down on the knee, pulling up on the foot. And remember, this is gentle. We're not just forcing the body. We're allowing the body to open. And let's lean forward if you like. A lot of sensation in the upper outer part of that left hip. That's where the stretch belongs. Great. Inhale. Breathe it up. Uncross. And just take a breath. So let's breathe the arms up. Coming into seated mountain. Again, we're going to go through the moon salute, but we'll do it seated. So take a minute to lengthen up through your fingers, drop down the shoulders, press into the soles of your feet. So you can either keep your hands separate, or if you're comfortable, you can bring your palms together. Index fingers pointing up towards the sky. Good. Let's breathe in and exhale and arch to the right. So we're opening up the side body. Both arms are straight. Breathing into and opening those spaces between the ribs. More room for breath. Great. Inhale. Let's come up and arch over to the other side. So a little bit of lengthening before you begin to arch really helps. Find that comfortable, steady breath. Good. Inhale. And now we're going to reach back. So if this arm position is not comfortable for you, you can adjust. The arms can come out to the side, or you can place a palm on either side of your sacrum just to support yourself. I'm going to keep my arms extended. Begin by lengthening, always first, and then reaching back. Nice little bit of a back bend here. Good. Inhale up, and now we're going to forward fold. So think about lengthening out over your legs, coming all the way down. Good. And when you've folded forward, you can just relax your arms and your neck for a moment, just for a couple of breaths. Good. Let's re-engage the arms, whatever position you're holding them in. And then we're going to reverse hinge, come all the way up. Great. And half moon to the left. Back to center. Half moon to the right. Back to center. And then lower down. Take a minute to notice the sensations in your arms, your shoulders. Maybe you're breathing a little more deeply. Let's work on Garudasana, eagle pose. So I'm going to open my wings, backs of the hands together. And then on an exhale, bring the left arm around the right. Remembering, if this position does not work for your body, you can just cross your arms across your chest and place a palm on each shoulder. Squeeze those arm bones together. Good. Let's inhale, lift the elbows. Exhale, draw them down. Breathe in and lift. Exhale and lower. And one more time, breathe in and lift. And lower. Still squeezing those arm bones together. So we're going to make some circles with the elbows. So this will be a very small movement. See if you can keep the rest of your body quiet while you do this. And again, if there's any discomfort, please sit this one out. And then let's go the other direction. Small circles. Good. So draw the elbows down. Let's add the legs. I'm going to take the left leg and cross it over the right and squeeze the thighs together. Sit up tall as you breathe. The muscles are engaged, but the breath is free to move. Wonderful. Breathe in, release your feet. Open those wings. We'll go directly to the other side. This time the right is going to wrap around the left. So this is an option, just to cross your arms across your chest. Good. Squeeze those upper arm bones together. Let's inhale and lift the elbows and then draw them down on an exhale. Working with the breath here, nice and steady. Once more, breathe them in and lift. And exhale, lower them down. And then we're going to begin to move into those little circles. Again, this is a very small movement. If you're trying to isolate it just to the shoulder area. Good, let's go the other way for a couple of circles. Draw the elbows down, hold them down. We're going to add the legs now. So the right leg crosses over the left, and I draw my thighs together. Sitting up nice and tall, looking beyond my fingers. Sinking deep into the breath. Once more, deep breath in. And allow the exhale to release the legs, then the arms. The arms float down and take a moment to observe. Great. So we'll begin our standing work. We'll stand up through chair pose. So moving your feet back so the heels are lifted, the feet are slightly under your chair, and the feet are about hip width apart. Deep breath in as you exhale, drawing the shoulders back, keeping the knees slightly bent, standing up with a partial squat. Good. Adding the arms if you like. Pressing into the feet. Think about sending the exhale out right through the soles of your feet. Very grounding. If you need to come out sooner, please do. Let's take one more breath here. Great. Lower the arms. Release the legs. And I'm just going to wiggle the legs. Just shake it out a little bit. Good. So I'm going to separate my feet a little wider apart and just begin to swing my arms from side to side. So this is kind of a warm up for some standing twists. As you're swinging from side to side, allow the opposite heel to lift up and allow your chin to stay in that neutral position. You can bring the arms up a little higher if that feels good. You can even bring them up over your head, doing a little yoga ballet here. Good, and then lower it down. And just let the momentum slow down on its own. Let yourself come to standing. Just stand for a moment and breathe. Great. So let's come to the side of the chair. We're going to be doing another version of the triangle today too, which is a little more intense. So I'll show it to you first and then we'll do it together. But let's just warm up a little bit, coming up on the toes, breathing in, exhale, dropping the heels down, just rocking up and down on the feet. Good. One more time. Breathe in, lift, exhale, lower. Good. So I'm going to separate my feet, getting ready for triangle. When we do triangle, there's a tendency, let's turn the toes of the right foot so they're facing the chair and the left foot in slightly. When we do triangle, it's easy to forget about keeping the hips facing forward. We tend to roll towards the chair. So what I'm going to invite you to do is take your left hand and place it on your hip and just gently draw it back. Good. So let's extend that left arm up and begin to reach. So you may not go as far when you keep your alignment right, but that's putting the stretch in the right place. If you don't need your right hand for balance, release it to the inside of the leg. And let's breathe. Good. Puts a lot of energy in that left arm. Bring yourself back up. Drop that hand down on your thigh. Right arm reaches up into a counter stretch. Good. From here, we'll go into the runner stretch. So we've done this one before. Both feet are now facing the chair and your hips are also facing the chair. So the thing to remember with the runner stretch is that it's a flat back pose. So I'm bending right from my hip crease here. I'm not rounding my spine. That puts a lot of strain where it doesn't belong on the back. So hand at your hips to begin, soften your knees, and begin to reach. If you like, place your hands on the chair. Again, think about creating as much of a flat back as you can. Good. Think about extending rather than bending. Good. One more breath. And then keeping that extension, come all the way up. And a little bit of a back bend just to counter stretch. So now is a new version of the triangle. It's called the rotated triangle. And it's a little more intense. So why don't you just take a minute and watch the screen, and I'll show you what it looks like, and then we'll do it together. So I'm going to start in runner stretch position. My left foot is back, my right foot is forward. Both feet are facing the chair. And I'm going to begin as if I were doing the runner stretch. But here's where it changes. I'm going to place my left hand on the chair, and I'm going to begin to rotate towards the back. I'm going to release my right arm. Okay, so based on what you saw, you may decide that you'd like to just option that and just do the straight-legged runner stretch instead. That's fine. So here we go. So bending right at the hip crease. Think about extending. Place your left hand on the chair. Right arm can sweep up. If that's not comfortable, just gently rotate and leave the arm down. Both knees are soft. Good. Inhale. And come on up. And let's do a little bit of a counter stretch. Great. And do all of those on the other side. Here we go. So starting with Trikonasana, the triangle. This time the left foot's going to face the chair, right foot's going to turn in slightly, and that right arm's going to stretch up. And we always extend before we begin to fold. Hips are facing forward, and we reach, releasing the arm if you can. See if you can reach a little further. Deep breaths. Good. Lengthening up using the strength of that arm. A little bit of back bend. Just a nice counter stretch. Good. Let's get ready for runner stretch. So both feet are going to face the chair. Hands at your hips to begin. I'm going to bend right from here. Here we go. Exhale. Finding a comfortable position. Think about flattening the back and extending your crown away from your tailbone. If you want, you can bring your hands behind your back. Makes it a little bit more of a balance challenge. Good. Inhale, come up. A little bit of a back bend. And we'll get ready for rotated triangle. And remember, if that doesn't work for you, you can just repeat the runner stretch. So here we go. Bending at the hip crease. This time the right hand is going to come to the chair. That left arm is going to sweep. Breath is steady. Breath is prominent. The most important thing. Soft knees. Don't lock those knees. Inhaling, bringing yourself back up. And again, another little counter stretch. Bring it back to center. Good. So I'm just going to stand behind my chair. I'm going to stretch out my quadricep muscles. So this is the one where we take the foot and bring it, the heel towards the buttocks. Remember, you can do it seated by sitting towards the edge of your chair. But I'm going to stand behind my chair. Shift my weight to the left foot, bend the right knee, and draw the heel towards the buttocks. Good. Nice, steady breath. Drawing the thigh back. And let's go to the other side. Take a minute to ground that right foot down, exhaling into the floor, bending the left knee, drawing the heel towards your buttocks. Again, keep drawing the thigh back. That'll put the stretch right where it needs to be. Good, and release that. So separating your feet wide apart, we're going to come into the 5-pointed star with some movement. So arms out from the side, take a minute to send energy out through your fingers, up through your crown, down into the earth through your feet. Good. Right hand comes to the chair. Left arm and right foot lifts. Bring it back. Shift your weight. Opposite side stretch. And just go back and forth a few times. Let's do that a couple more times. Remember, if any movement doesn't feel right for you, you can always sit out the dance. One more time, side to side. Good. And then relax. Let's finish up with a downward facing dog. So either walking your feet back, holding onto the back of the chair. I like to put my hands on the seat of the chair so I get a little bit of a deeper stretch. Feet walk back. Head is relaxed. Let's pedal the knees, bending and straightening. Good, and walking back to the chair. Take a seat. And we'll just finish up with one more twist, just a nice easy twist. It's going to the left. Coming back through center. Over to the right. Back through center. Separating your feet, a little bit of a forward fold here. Just slide your arms down. Sigh out your breath. High. And bring yourself back up. Allowing your eyes to close. Taking a few moments to just digest your practice. Making friends with your body and your breath. There's no need to breathe in any particular way, just whatever feels comfortable. But keeping your attention in the moment. If you're holding on to any areas of tension or tightness, see if the breath can't help you relax just a little bit more. Now, invite your breath to get a little deeper and begin to wake yourself up with those final stretches. Oh, remember, there's no way to do this. And if you want, you can pretend you're doing the twist. Let's twist again like we did last summer. Good. Open your arms really wide. Oh, draw in your breath. Exhale. Give yourself a squeeze. Open up wide one more time. And squeeze. Great job, everybody. Let's close our practice with an Om. Om. Om Shanti. Peace. Shalom. Paz. Pacem. May all beings everywhere know peace. Namaste.